than Chapman with a 1.89 goals per game. 61 saves. That back end is saving the Poets this year. And 65 fouls compared to Chapman's 95. Nico, what do the Panthers need to do to turn this around?
Well, they've got to try and get on the score sheet early, Kyle, as well as be more disciplined with those fouls, not committing dumb fouls that break up the flow of the game. They've got to get into this flow. That way they're able to dominate in the midfield and get some good chances on the attacking end, Kyle.
Definitely. The Panthers need to be disciplined and bring the heat on the offense. And to tell us about that heat, we have our very own sideline reporter, Serafino Ketch, downstairs. Serafino, what's going on down there?
Thank you guys. My name is Serafino Ketch, and I'm here on the sideline of Wilson Field. Today, Chapman University is going to be playing the Whittier Poets, and today Chapman's pretty excited to get this game on. Chapman and Whittier College actually have not played a match together since 2022, so they're going to be fighting for bragging rights on this game. Chapman's had a pretty rough season. They have not scored a goal in their past 4 games, but as you can see, they're still excited to be out here. And Whittier has had a pretty steady season. They won a couple games in their past few, so they are really excited for this game, and this is going to be an exciting match. Thank you guys. I'll be giving you updates and sending it back to the booth.
Thank you, Sofino. It's just going to be such a great day. Nico, we got to look at these key players for both teams, starting with the Whittier Poets. And coming in, leading, not quite leading the offense, but in second place, Layla Traylor. Our graphic says she is a freshman, but she is actually a junior with 4 goals and 3 assists, 24 shots on goal. She started the year off hot for both the team and herself. And then going into...
For the Chapman Panthers, it's got to be Andrea Aldama, the current grad student with 2 goals, 20 shots, 716 minutes played so far this season. And a little bit of a revenge game for her, as she used to go to Whittier College for her undergrad.
And as you can hear here, the national anthem is playing, so we're going to cut to that and let you take that in. Beautiful rendition of the national anthem. Nico, before that, we were talking about the key players. So
Yes,
who do you got for our Chapman Panthers?
Now, as I mentioned, Andrea Aldama, number 11, she's definitely going to play a big part, as well as Jenna Urabazo, number 9, the striker up top for the Chapman Panthers. 3 goals, 1 assist so far with 10 shots on goal. She was last year's leading goal scorer with 6 as a freshman. Look for her to play a big part in getting Chapman on the score sheet in this one and hopefully coming out with the Panthers win.
Definitely. And they are the key players of the game, but as we all know, this is a team sport, and there are going to be 11 players out there for each side. So for our Whittier Poets, we're going to go over, our Chapman Panthers.
It's going to be Jenna Urabazo, as I just mentioned, with Andrea Aldama in the midfield, playing that defensive mid. Pilar Van Hoysten, the freshman, in midfield, and Emma Harper, the senior captain, in defense. Quinn Barrett joining her alongside on that left flank, with Madeline Akar on the right of defense. Next, we got Stella Bauman up top joining Urabazo, as well as Casey Gilligan in that right back position. Sean McCallum in midfield, number 13, and Mackenzie Wernicki joining the midfield as well, with Brianna Zamora making her 5th appearance in goal for the Panthers this season for the sophomore.
All right, and for those Poets in goal, Beth Juarez, number 0. In mid, Malia Miller. Alana Cervantes, also in mid. And Katie Alexander, number 5. Number 11, Madeline Traylor, we talked about her earlier. 4 goals against the Redlands. Elizabeth Roybal, number 12. Chloe Fung, 20 in the D. Julianne Hodgson, 21, coming in at mid. Crystal Mendoza, defense, 23. Emma Tumbareo, defense as well, number 27. and Layla Traylor forward, number 29. And it's going to be exciting with all these players out there, Nico. I definitely think we have a great match. It's a hot day for how early it is. We're already sweating up here in the booth.
Yes, we are.
Down in the field, they're going to be playing real well, real hard. You know these Chapman women, they love to bring it, and also those Poets. It's going to be a battle. We're excited. Everyone's kind of getting their last little touch-up, getting their last game plans figured out, and they're taking the field. Panthers out there already in formation with the Poets starting to take their half of the pitch. And I noticed, Nico, looks like the Panthers are going to be running more of a 4-3-2 setup, whereas the Poets are running a 3-4-3 setup.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting seeing how both these teams attack each other. Usually when you see a 3 at the back, sometimes you try and combat that with your own 3 at the back. It's interesting seeing how the Chapman coaching staff is lining up here, and it actually looks like they're going to start out with 3 at the back instead to combat the 3 that Whittier has for their formation as we're underway here at Wilson Field, Kyle.
All right, that kickoff goes to the Poets, and they have possession working down low. On this near side, number 12, she passes it off. That's the Traylor sisters. Elizabeth Roybal was number 12, actually. Sorry about that. And then Madeline Traylor received that pass. Now it's on that far side. All right, trying to break out of the midfield. Both teams here, couple complete passes, but the defense stepping up strong and cutting down those good lanes. As it works into the far side, Poet has control towards the corner. Crossed in, Traylor. Oh, what a clear by the Panthers.
And that's someone you definitely need to keep your eye out for. Madeline Traylor, the freshman, 7 goals this season with 4 coming last week against Redlands. She is definitely a danger person up top for the Poets. If they can't contain her, the Panthers, it could be a long day at Wilson Field for them.
That is correct, Nico. She is a powerhouse on the field, and unfortunately for these Panthers, her powerhouse season started just this week. She has a hot boot, that's for sure, as she has the ball now. Middle and cleared by the Panthers. Has not crossed half field as it's still in the offensive half of the pitch for the Poets, and Panthers get the ball, trying to break it out as they work on that far side. Down the sideline, they have a streaking player, and the Poets get to a first. Good pinch. And Panthers come up again with that ball on the far side. They've got numbers if they hurry. Over to the far corner, looking for a crossing play. Oh, back up to the corner of the box. Back into the middle there. And cleared out by the Poets towards the far sideline. They try to clear up. Little battle against the ball. And they give the kick to the Poets as there was a little bit of a grab of the jersey by the Panther player.
And that looks like it was Aldama, one of our key players. It'll be interesting seeing what she does against her alma mater in this one, as she's been mainly playing in defensive midfield with a keen eye for goal. Now moving to center back, we'll see how that affects how the Chapman Panthers are playing today, Kyle.
Definitely want to see her up on the score sheet, playing high in that position. But she is a defense powerhouse as well for this team. Panthers with possession in their half, but can't quite get the ball up and out. And it's going to be a free kick or a throw-in here for the Poets. That's a throw-in, all right. Heard the whistle, but wanted to clarify. Another throw for the Poets. Right onto the foot of Madeline as she works through. She is going to take on the whole team by herself. Little back play. Opening up the field. Crossing. Little D-to-D pass back there. Looks like the Poets definitely have a game plan when it comes to the offensive half. They've got a nice structure. They're not trying to hurry anything up. Looks like they're just trying to make some good triangle passes and open up the defense to get into that attacking area of the pitch.
Absolutely, and Chapman's defense has held out strong so far. They had a good start to the season with several clean sheets as we get a push in the back right there on Bauman. However, in these past few games, they haven't looked as strong defensively, giving up their biggest defeat of the season on Wednesday, 3-0 at Occidental. They're definitely going to need to make some changes if they are to stop the Trailer sisters up top and this streaking Whittier Poet side.
Yeah, I'm very intrigued to see if the Panther coaching staff is more looking to play a defensive structure today, or if they're going to be trying to get onto the net early, as they are trying to attack here. A little body-to-body play there, and Poets come up with the ball as Trailer coming.
Well, it's interesting that you bring up tactics there, Kyle, because if I were the Panthers, you would definitely be looking to score. You haven't scored a goal in 4 games and haven't won a match since September 16th here at Wilson Field. However, with a dynamic duo as powerful as the Trailer sisters, you have to be aware of allocating some of those forces up top as it leaves you vulnerable at the back. However, it'll be interesting seeing how the Chapman coaching staff approaches this one.
Definitely, and both teams still kind of getting their form here early in the game. Kind of feeling each other out as Panthers have the ball in their half of the field. Trying to attack, build something here, working the far side. Big cross into the middle, but a Poet head gets there first, and it settles. Oh, shot on net for the Panthers, but not much behind that one. Looks like Stella Bauman.
Stella Bauman, one of the forwards up top for the Panthers, but Beth Juarez making easy work of that one. As the crowd starts to file in, more people saying on that far side where all the shade is.
Yeah, it is a toasty one today. And here behind us, we got some water polo going on. Those guys are probably having a great day in the pool. As the Poets here down low, individual by herself, wasn't much support from her fellow forwards, so the Panthers easily clear that one off to the outside. Thrown in. Off ahead. It's dangerous. Oh, Trailer was right there wide open, but the defense of the Panthers steps up. Turnaround shot, right on net. And right to the feet of our goalie.
And that's Brianna Zamora in goal. She's had a solid season so far with playing her 5th game of the season, 7 saves made so far heading into this one. Giving up 1.78 goals per game, definitely would want to cut that down. However, she's looked very solid, including a few Chapman Player of the Week awards throughout this season, including a clean sheet she held in their last home game.
That is what you like to see, especially here at home. Putting up a shutout, always a fan favorite. As another shot by the Panthers goes on net, but that one is easily swallowed up by the goalie. And that is Beth Juarez in net for the Poets. Panthers coming up with a physical play, trying to get that ball turned over, and it looks like they're going to come up with throw-in. Taking that throw is going to be Katie Alexander, but she's going to pass it off.
Looks like it's going to be Emma Harper, the senior captain for the Panthers.
A little off the head there. Let's see if it goes out. Are they going to give it a corner kick? They are. It's a corner for the Panthers as it went off the head of the Poet defender and into the out-of-bounds area behind the net.
And that looked like it was Pilar Van Hoysden, the freshman. She got off to a hot start early in the year, 2 goals in their first 2 matches. However, has kind of cooled off since then. You'd definitely like to see her get going in the attacking end for the Panthers.
That was a beautiful ball from the corner kick there. That was Casey Gilligan that took that one.
They're going to find Gilligan down this left wing. They might have something going for the Panthers.
Oh, just couldn't quite make it, and that's going to be a goal kick.
But that's the type of ball that you need to see more from the Panthers, those balls that are able to break through the lines of the defense, and that's what they need more with their speedy attackers and Van Hoysden, Bauman, Urabazo, and all the subs that are coming in with fresh legs. You got to see more of that from the Panthers, especially to get on the score sheet early in this first half here.
The ball is out for the Poets. They're going to throw it in. Big head. Lands in the middle. Controlled by the Panthers. Little hesitation, and the Poets come up with it. Trying to work through the midfield here. Panthers come back with the ball. I've noticed it's been pretty physical out here, but nothing undisciplined. Just some good, strong play to the ball. Working in. Down low. Up. Panthers with it. Now the Poets pick it up off of a takeaway. Trailer coming up, moving those legs, churning, trying to get to it. A little bit of a battle, but the Panthers come up with it.
And that's a nifty move right there from the veteran Aldama. Now a grad student at Chapman, the former Whittier Poet, during her undergrad, stepping away from the streaking Trailer. We like to see that in defense, though.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely good to see your D come up with the ball, taking off that forwards momentum. And we even have a free kick as the ball is up from Aldama. Settles. And Poets knock it out for a Chapman throw. Good way to gain some yardage, get closer to that net. Little double team by the Poets, and they come up with it. Trying to send Trailer. She gets to it first. She's got positioning. Can she get it? But another step up by the Chapman D. That looks like that was Sean McCollum coming in from midfield to make that defensive play. Little battle on the far side. Both teams trying to get that possession here. Panthers come up with it. They've got numbers, and they're in a dangerous area. Working down low. Little give and go. Into the corner. Can she get to it? Oh, and off the Poet foot. And that's going to be it should be a corner kick, as the referee does point to the corner.
And that was an excellent give and go there by the Panthers. You like to see that in the attacking third as we get ready. I believe that's going to be Jenna Urabazo. No, it's going to be Gilligan actually taking that corner on the far side. We'll see if she's able to whip that one in with pace off the left foot.
She's got a good foot. Into the middle. Oh, it's a little kind of an ankle hunter, as they call that one. Off ahead, into a chest. Oh, off to the bar, but not in the right part of the net. So close, so close.
That's an unfortunate one there, Kyle, but good play from the Panthers early in this game. They definitely look like they have a much more keen eye for the goal so far compared to some of their past games. You like to see that in order for them to get this first goal and get the momentum going for this Chapman crowd, as Trailer might be in on goal, actually.
Trailer going, and a big step up from the D.
I think that was Barrett right there,
yeah,
who's been
Quinn.
masterful in defense this season.
Ooh, right on net. Easy going. Zamora not even sweating off of that one. It seems like after the first couple of minutes, both teams have kind of figured out each other's game plan, and from what I'm seeing, the Poets can't really get that structure that they had going in the first couple of minutes. Now it's more of the Panthers stepping up, and they're trying to get Trailer to go and get a breakaway, but it's just not working out as the D is on her like white on rice, my friend.
I mean, the defense has been incredible so far for the Panthers, and yeah, the Poets definitely came out with a bit more structure in their game, but Chapman has definitely settled into this one, and it looks like they've been the better side throughout the majority of nearly this first quarter of an hour. We'll see if Chapman's able to keep it up, or if the Poets can get a momentum switch either through their gameplay or finding Trailer over the top like they have these past few minutes.
Definitely. And that's Madeline Acker coming off the field right now. Looks like she took a ball pretty quick to the face, and with all the new concussion protocols for NCAA, I think she has to step off and be evaluated before she can come back into this one. Everyone's getting their squads figured out here after that ball. A little shuffling from the Panthers. Ooh, and off the, that was a weird little hop there, and it's going to go to the Panthers' way for throw-in.
That's going to be the recently subbed on Catherine Stenta coming in for Acker.
And off the body there of number 26 of the Panthers, gives it an out. That's Pilar Van Heusen. Off ahead, a little volley back and forth here. And the ball finally hits the ground, but goes out off of a contested play there. Ball's in. Back to the Panther feet. Little give and go. Working the outside. Possibly. Back pass. Through the middle. Trying to work the far corner, but that ball just wouldn't settle for them. Poets battling, and it is out. They're going to give it to the Poets. Madeline Traylor's going to take that throw. And she hands it off. She needs to be up there with those feet. It's actually going to be a free kick here. Right to the Panthers' feet, but somehow gets back to the Poets. Ball into space, but no one's there other than the Panthers, and they're just going to be content to clear it out. As the Poets get ready for the throw-in. Big boot by the Panthers. It's bouncing, hopping, off ahead. Along the sideline, volleyed back by the Poets, and it's going to be out for a throw for the Panthers. We're just over 15 minutes into this one, Nico. What have you seen so far that stands out to you?
Well, so far it's been a pretty back and forth game. I'd say it's been pretty content for both sides. I think both coaches should like what they see. No crazy fouls from either side. However, definitely Chapman, I'd say, has looked much more eager on the attacking end so far than they have in some past games. And the defense for both sides, especially the Panthers, on some of those counterattack balls, they've just looked fantastic with some fantastic tackles of their own.
It's good to see that the Panthers are trying to come out here a little more hungry. As you said, they've been left off the score sheet the last few games. And as any kind of team sport player, that you don't want that to continue. So those goals definitely will feel good if they can get one in today. Right to the forward, but just not quite enough. Tried to make a play. I feel like we've been battling out here in this middle third of the pitch for quite some time here, as neither team giving an inch.
Almost like American football, you could see.
Yeah. A couple yards here, a couple yards there. Big battle as the ball is cleared up, but into no one. And Panthers are going to take some time to measure out the field and see what play they can make here, breaking out of the defensive half. Emma Harper with the big boot. As we have a streaking Catherine Stenta.
That's a fantastic ball there from Harper.
Oh, with the body. Let's see. Wow. Ref's going to let him play. That was a big physical play there at the end. Not only do the Poets come away with the goal kick, but they don't get any call on that.
Maya Miller on the challenge. She definitely got the ball, but it was that follow through on the check. The referee deciding to award the goal kick, no foul. We'll see if that's an indication of how this game will be called going down the line on some of those 50-50 challenges.
Definitely love to see a physical game, but hopefully the ref can maintain that control, because if he's going to let that go, it's definitely going to get chippy here with these ladies. Free kick for the Panthers in a dangerous area just at the 20-yard line there, as you can see. That's about, I'd say 25 to 30 yards with the football field markings to the actual net. So still very, very dangerous.
And that was a nifty move there from Van Hoesten, just breaking free, able to get the ball past, draw the foul in a dangerous area. And now you have one of our key players, Jenna Urabazo, lining this one up.
And that's a Chapman goal!
What a goal there, Kyle. Off the free kick is incredible from Jenna Urabazo, the sophomore, picking up her 4th of the season. She's hit some of these deep free kicks, but that one was just perfectly placed. Beth Juarez getting a hand on that one. But my goodness, Jenna Urabazo showing why she's this team's #1 striker option.
That is absolutely correct. In hockey, you'd call that a low blocker shot. That was just against the post and in. What a beautiful play here. As you see, just sneaks in. That is the way you get on the board. Let's see if the Panthers can take this 1-goal lead to the end.
And that's got to feel so good if you are the Panthers, if you're the Panthers coaching staff, a Panthers player, a Panthers fan. That has to feel absolutely emphatic. That strike from Jenna Urabazo, putting them up 1-0. Now they've got to hold it, as that one's going to go out for a goal kick right there. But what a strike, Kyle.
That was, as you said, not scoring for the last at least 2 games, and then you get a free kick. They don't ask how, they ask how many, and that is absolutely the way to get the monkey off the back for the Panthers squad. As this goal kick comes into play here, we are pumped up in the booth. I swear every time I come out here for a Panther game, they get some kind of goal off of a free kick or a corner, and I love to see it. Oh, and little communication breakdown. On the near side, popped up to the girls. Working along the line here. Ooh. What a breakaway. Urabazo, she's buzzing after that goal. Oh, misstep. What a way to get back and get the ball to her player, but just couldn't quite get there.
It looks like for both these teams, their top strikers somewhat dropping into a deeper sort of #10 midfield role. Madeline Traylor and Urabazo for the Panthers. Definitely going to be interesting seeing how those tactics change as Emma Harper. Is it crazy for me to say that Emma Harper, as the lead center back, is one of the Panthers' best playmakers? Some of her through balls are absolutely fantastic.
She has got quite the vision. She can see the lanes opening up. Always nice to have someone that is in that back area that knows how to feed your forwards and your other middies. And these Panthers are buzzing now. We got Urabazo taking the corner. She's got the free kick goal. Can she get an Olympio, though? That would be the test.
Well, I'm not sure if she's going to go for the Olympio, but she's definitely going to be looking to whip this one in with pace, looking for the head of a teammate.
Oh! It hit someone. Chipped back up. Settled. Offsides. For those of you at home that are unaccustomed to what an offsides is for soccer, it's when all of the defensive players are in front of one of the forward players. So if the forward gets too close to the goal and the ball has not crossed that last defender, then it is an offsides play. It's always tricky off of corner kicks like that because the initial corner kick, there is no offsides, but once that ball is volleyed or bounced around, the offsides can come into play, which just happened. As Poets have the ball in the middle there. Work to the far side. Streaking. Little switch up there as you saw the forward and the defender switch places. Chipped up. Along the line, Panthers are just going to boot it out.
And we can't say anything more than enough about the Chapman defense so far. They've been locked down, not giving an inch out of those first 5 minutes of the game. And so far, our two key players for the Poets, Trailer and Trailer, haven't been much of a factor so far against the Chapman's defense. We'll see if that changes.
Yeah, they've definitely got a couple touches, but really nothing that has put the Chapman defense or our wonderful goalie there. She wraps it up. Zamora, she really hasn't really gotten tried much today. Nothing that's put her in her uncomfortable situation so far. Big kick up. Poets get ahead on it. Settled down by the Panthers into the middle. Trying to break this out. Using that big foot of hers was Andrea Aldama.
It looks like we'll get some substitutions down there for the Panthers, as well as, no, it's actually going to be a water break as it is starting to heat up here at Wilson Field. We're even feeling it up in this air-conditioned booth.
Oh, definitely. It is a toasty one today. Mandatory water break for both sides, and both teams well-deserved as they've both been battling back and forth. We've said it's been a pretty physical game, and when you're playing a physical game, that heat and everything just builds up, makes you a little more exhausted, so we want to take care of our players as much as possible. And who would have thunk, if you looked at the last 3 games played by these two teams, that it would be the Panthers with a 1-0 lead right now, Nico?
I don't think many people would have, maybe if you had a bunch of faith, but the Panthers, they've looked good so far coming out of the gates. Obviously, Whittier looked like they had a little bit more structure in those first few opening minutes, but Chapman has continued to control the game throughout this one, and getting that goal off the Jenna Urabazo free kick for her 4th of the season has to feel good for these Panthers. They've got to be buzzing about this start so far. And as for Whittier, they've just got to find a way to rebound, and with the way that Madeline Trailer and her sister Layla Trailer are playing, who's to say that they can't come back in this one?
Definitely. All right. As you can see here, there was that goal celebration that just occurred earlier. If you're just tuning in, it is a 1-0 game as our ladies are taking a water break on the field. And ref is telling them to get back out there. It has been quite a battle, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Once again, we are at Ernie Chapman Stadium. This is Wilson Field that you are seeing on your screen. Whittier Poets taking on the Chapman Panthers. And so far, Panthers have a 1-0 lead off of Jenna Urabaza, who got a free kick at about the 30-yard line. Just a big booming kick, went straight through the defense and leaked even through the keeper. In net for the Whittier Panthers, Beth Juarez, she got her hand on the ball, but it just pushed it in. She didn't quite have enough with how strong of a goal that was from Jenna. Teams are getting set here, and ball's going to come into play just inside the offensive half of the Poets. Keep your eyes open for those trailer sisters down low as the ball is in play, but a Panther head gets there. Nice little play there. Working down the far side, a big cross. Gets a foot on it, but just couldn't quite settle it down. That was Stella Baumann there with the final touch.
And that's an unlucky one there for Baumann. Definitely wish she could have gotten better control of that one. But it's a great attacking move from the Panthers. It was, I believe, Van Hoosen orchestrating that one with that nice little flick off to the left side from us. We'll see if the Panthers can continue this attacking motion and keep putting the pressure on the Poets going forward.
That's right. And we also have MJ Smith, number 20, she out on the field. She was part of that big play there that the Panthers just had. Cleared by the Panthers up the near side. And a little bit of contact takes both players out, but no harm, no foul. And that's MJ Smith battling out there on the far side, trying to get possession for the Panthers as Whittier moves in. But again, Panthers being strong on the defensive half of this game. Step up and clear it up with a little bit of a breakaway. We got a 3-on-4. Given to Jenna. Jenna with a huge kick across, almost goes into the same side that she just scored on.
She's hungry for that second one now after not tasting the goal for at least 4 games. She's definitely got to be looking for that goal like a predator stalking its prey. And it's just been fantastic from the Panthers. These last 2 attacking moves, they've gotten out on the counterattack and they've really put pressure on this Whittier back line. It's been fantastic to watch this team find its composure and get back out on the attacking front. We'll see if they're able to capitalize on a few more of these chances.
As that goal kick comes into play, Whittier has it in the near corner, but Panthers coming up. Smith out there just coming around, working her tail off out there.
And the defense just continues to impress for the Panthers.
A little through ball. Even the ref gave in a little meg there. Oh, contact there. It's going to be a free kick going to the Poets.
And the Panthers have done a nice job of not fouling so far. That's one that they probably wish they had back. Just some of those little cheap fouls that you wished you wouldn't give up. And that one, as you see on screen, the Urbazo missed just outside that right post of Juarez as this one sent in.
Oh, just over. That was dangerous from this angle. It looked like it could have snuck in, but it was just over the crossbar. That was that same area that Jenna's free kick was from, so a little sweaty up here from that one.
Feels like you never know with some of these high free kicks. They always just somehow seem to look like they're going to find its way just into the netting of under the crossbar, but unlucky there for the Whittier Poets.
Free kick coming up to the Poets after a little physical contact. Seems like the ref might be tightening things up here as the Panthers do have the 1-0 lead, trying to keep some control of the game before it gets too out of hand, as it has been a pretty physical matchup so far as the Poets are in down low and dangerous. But Zamora comes up with the big save, bops that ball out of here.
It looks like that one might have been going off target. However, Zamora playing it safe, not taking any chances. And now can the Poets capitalize on this corner on the near side?
Ball's up. Up at the top of the box. Poet had a foot on it, but just couldn't get her foot over the ball and sends that one up and high. Those volleys are always tricky. Or you try to get the good foot on it, and it feels so good when you actually get one in on net. That one just came off the foot high, and unfortunate as well for the Poets. Into the middle. Whittier gets their touch and chips it up. Trainer trying to get there. Trailer, sorry. I was thinking of Megan Trainer.
Quinn Barrett dealt with that expertly, though.
Ooh, as she shakes her off. Oh, a little touch and go. She's got the streaker if she can get it up to her. Just couldn't quite settle it. There you see the hands and the grabs and the little bit of contact. Oh, Trailer getting physical. You know, as the top scorer with 7 goals, you're going to get a little frustrated if that ball's not going in for you.
Yeah, obviously the 4 goals against Redlands in their last game, a draw against the #1 team in Skyark right now, Cal Lutheran. She scored the opening goal in that 1-1 draw for the Poets. But you have to like what you're seeing from this Chapman offense. If they're able to break through those lines into the attacking third, they have the numbers. It's just about capitalizing and making the right play for the Panthers going forward.
Yeah, I've noticed the Poets, they've had more of a one-and-done type approach here, whereas the Panthers are streaking with those numbers coming in 3, 4 across, looking for those different crossing plays, whereas the Poets, you only have one person down there. They have no support. It's hard to get anything on net. Emma Harper taking the throw in. And settle down into the middle. Poets get their foot on it and bop it up. And that's going to go out for a Panther throw. Actually, they're going to give it to the Poets here. I guess they deemed enough contact was made. That was Sydney Korean with the tiny bit of touch that gave that ball to the Poets. Good battle here. Korean coming up to it. She's got the foot. Harper tried to send Korean up there. They're just going to pass it back to her D partner. Chipped up. Oh, that's a handball. But I guess they're going to say it was unintentional. Oh, big foot Korea here. Battling.
They're going to call that one on Karjan. But Urabazo definitely looking to play that playmaker role, as it looks like we'll get a time stoppage right there. But Chapman continuing to impress Kyle right there.
It is really great to see. They have been just full force, dominant, attacking the pitch. Everything going north. Not a lot of south, east, west play. Everything just seems to be going north.
It looks like one Poet player came off a little hobbled there as we get a sub in. We'll see if we get an update on who that could be.
And just to note here, the Panthers have already made 6 substitutions and Whittier only 1. And now it looks like they're going to have to make that second because of that injury, but Panthers trying to keep as many fresh legs out there as possible with this heat.
And that's the benefit of such a large team with many great new freshmen and sophomores coming on to this squad. It allows the coach some depth in the rotation. Definitely up top in the midfield. What I've noticed this season, though, she likes to keep that defense relatively the same with some of her more experienced players like Harper and Barrett.
Yeah, you want to keep some of that structure with those key players that she can trust. You know what's in the back end, and there's just that chemistry that cannot be denied. But fresh legs for your middies definitely comes into play with these longer games. Chapman throw on the far side. Ball's in play. Couple of volleys back and forth, but Panthers in a dangerous position. That's Urbazo. She's looking for the trailer. Not that trailer, but a trailer. That's Korean. Another foot and dangerous, and that's a Chapman goal.
What a strike there. Chapman now up 2-0 in the lead. Who was that? That looks like it was the freshman, Pilar Van Houston, who has been on a goalless streak for a while. That has to feel so good for her, getting back on the score sheet. My goodness, what a bit of football from the Chapman Panthers. Now up 2-0 with 11 minutes and 35 seconds left on the clock. As you just see Karjan trying to get that one through, and it just falls to Van Houston, who has a nice step away, and Juarez with zero shot of getting to that one, Kyle.
That was a beautiful goal and a beautiful shot by our camera operator down there on the field. What a beauty. As this ball is back in play, Emma Harper with the touch. She moves it up, and now she's going to go back and pick it up again. Panthers scoreless in the last 2 games, now have 2 goals with a 2-0 lead against the Whittier Poets, who have been on an offensive juggernaut the last 2 or 3 games. That was a big step up, but kind of slowed down that Whittier Poet player. She is not looking too hot after that contact. Shooken up. Poets still have contact though, and trailer here, a little bit of a fall there as she keeps going in physical and cannot seem to get anything going as she is down.
That's not a good sign if you are a Poets fan, as this one's lofted over and the referee's gonna stop that one. The freshman with 7 goals going down for the Poets. You gotta wonder, how will that affect as she gets up? It looks like she's just going to try and walk that one off, Kyle.
Yeah, that was, from my understanding, though, she is going to have to step off of the field as there was a dead ball called because of the injury potential. And there she goes. Just a little quick break. You know, I think a little bit of frustration led to that. She's trying to get the ball. She's been battling hard, and these Panthers have been attacking her like a pride in the jungle, and now she's got to take a little bit of a break.
It looks like it will be Cisneros Botello that was the one to come on for trailer.
Oh, big ball back. Way to protect. Keeps the ball active.
Chapman's done a fantastic job of getting the ball and not following through with anything crazy. Either swing of the legs or studs up. They've been very solid in defense, not allowing the trailer sisters or any of Whittier's attacking options to really get going forward, especially.
Yeah, Poets here trying to get something going. They have had the possession for the last couple of minutes here, but again, they can't get anywhere into the 18. It's like as soon as it gets to the 18, Panthers shut down. And now they're working it up on the far side. Speaking of those Panthers, they've got numbers streaking with time and space. She's just going to take what's given to her.
Not a bad idea there from Urabazo.
Not a bad idea. You got the hot boot right now. You might as well get in there, see what you can do, what kind of damage can be done.
Absolutely, and it looks like Chapman might be moving to more of a 4 at the back system, as Harper moving out to left back, but that defense has been rock solid so far in this one.
Finally, Panthers are getting up into their half after the Poets did have some possession for the last few minutes. And now they're going to bring it back into their half attacking. But the Poets come up, shut that one down. Try to give a little give and go, but again, Panthers D just there ready for it. Emma Harper on this close side here. I swear we're going to call her name about 100 more times today with how she's playing. Nice little chip up over the back. Settle down. Van Heusen.
An interesting note is that Whittier actually has 8 shots compared to Chapman's 6. However, Chapman with a 2-0 lead, 4 shots on goal compared to Whittier's only 2 shots on goal, even though they have the 8 shots. Definitely going to be interesting seeing if Whittier is able to get some of those shots on goal, challenging Zamora, who really hasn't had to do much so far this morning.
Yeah, Zamora, that is one thing you do get a little worried about when it is such a offensively strong game, as your goalie's hanging out picking weeds back there. You want to make sure she's fresh if those attacks do come.
Kissinger Pomona checks in for Whittier.
Substitution here for Whittier. You can see now the Poets are definitely cycling through those substitutions after only having 1 sub all game. They've put some more subs in, getting some fresh legs, trying to change up their tactics as they are down 2-0. As the Panthers battling through, still with possession. Get out of the way, ref.
Chapman holding somewhat of a high line right there.
Emma Harper sneaking down low as the defender. What a step over the ball. And they come up with the ball again. Panthers into the attacking area, working towards the box. And Poets trying to clear, but again, the Panthers swarm and get the ball back. Crossover to Kutchia. Big foot right in. That had a little bend to it. Looking like Beckham out there. But Beth Juarez gets it.
Looks like number 23 for the Panthers, a little shaken up. Alyssa Hernandez after a tough challenge there, but so far it just feels like the Poets can't get anything going forward. It just feels like every time that they get something going, it's just stopped by a wall of Chapman defenders.
Yeah, it's like any time you see anyone in a black jersey, that's all of a sudden there's 4 white jerseys surrounding them. As there's another battle in the corner, and Panthers come up again. A big head, and it's over the net. Oh, man, that would have been Jenna Urabazo's 2nd goal of the game as she got a head on it, but it just pops over.
But what a fantastic cross right there. And Urabazo, definitely a tough header. I'm not sure if she would have gotten that one on target regardless of where it hit, but beautiful cross there, and it's just what you love to see out of this Chapman Panthers side. And we'll see if they can continue this, as we have now got less than 5 minutes left in this one, as that one just sails slightly over.
Right off the top of the head there. But definitely love to see those Panthers, if you are a Panther fan, attacking the box like that. Poet fans, on the other hand, looking for a little bit of oomph from their defense. As the Poets have it now on the far side in the defensive half of the pitch. And Panthers come up with the ball again. And then these Panthers don't seem to be content with just hanging on to this 2-goal lead. They have been attacking full force ever since they started that scoring. Working in the back half of the field. Off a couple heads, and it's over here on the near side. Poets have it. They had a chance. The ball was just a little behind her. And the Panthers again swarm up and get it.
And that's just the beauty of having not only a 1-goal lead, but a 2-goal lead, is now the Poets seemingly having to drop more numbers to account for this Chapman attack. And all of a sudden, they don't have the numbers going forward once they get the ball out towards midfield to be able to support their attackers going up front, as Chapman's defense has just been locked down throughout this entire first half, as it looks like that'll be a free kick for the Panthers.
And looking out here, you can see neither trailer sister on the field. After we saw Madeline go down with that little injury, she is yet to return onto the pitch. And if I'm not mistaken, I am not seeing Layla out there either. That's a little difficult to score when you got your 2 top scorers out of the match right now. Maybe trying to keep those legs fresh for the second half.
Absolutely. Going to definitely try and mount a comeback with the quality that they have up top. But the way that the Panthers are playing, I'm not sure, even with fresh legs, that Whittier may be able to mount one. But definitely going to see if Madeline Traylor is going to be okay after that rough collision she had as we head into the final 2 minutes of this first half.
It seems Panthers definitely came in with a game plan to use more of a team domination and using just those small area games, and it's definitely paying off for them right now, as it seems like they cannot do anything with the ball, the Poets that is. As the Panthers have it. Little give and go, little back and forth passing, just spreading out the field, keeping those legs moving. And with that 2-goal lead, using this quick pass, moving around as it comes into the box, that's just going to wear your opponent down even more. Just those little passes, back, forward, left, right, it just wears you down when you're on D.
Not only the passes, but just those 50-50 challenges. It feels like almost all of them just coming out on top for the Panthers. That's demoralizing if you are a Poets player, just knowing that every single time it feels like you're not getting the break of the ball. We'll see if the luck of the Poets changes in that second half, but right now everything going Chapman's way.
Yeah, these Poets need to write themselves a good luck sonnet or something during the half, because it's not right in the way that they want it. Big sliding tackle from the Panthers. Comes up clean. That's just going to be a throw. You know you're feeling good out there when you can pull off a nice slide tackle without the foul. Like, you are in one.
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
As the last
4,
seconds of the
3,
first half count
2,
down, Panthers
1,
maintain possession,
0.
and we're going to head into halftime with a 2-0
Panthers
Chapman lead
0.
over the Whittier Poets. Nico, what has stood out for you?
Well, definitely the Panthers have come out on the forefront. They've had a game plan coming into this one, and they've been able to capitalize on some of those chances. Obviously, the Jenna Urabazo goal to begin the scoring off that free kick. What a beautiful strike. And then Pilar Van Hoysden, so far been one of my players of the match so far, drawing that foul to get the Urabazo free kick, as well as scoring the second goal of the game for the Panthers. She's been absolutely incredible for this Chapman Panther side.
Definitely. It has been wonderful to see Urabazo going. For me, someone that I've been noticing in the back end, Emma Harper. I feel like we've called her name multiple times. She's just been playing strong on the D. All of our defense for the Panthers has been great. Whittier, unfortunately, we saw in the middle there the Trailer sisters not even on the field. What do you think about that?
Well, definitely Madeline picking up that injury, definitely feeling a little bit frustrated. She seemed a little bit discontent when mitigating with the trainer of the Whittier Poets. However, we'll see if they're able to come back into this one, change the fortune of these Whittier Poets, and we'll see if they're able to mount a comeback or if the Panthers will continue to hold strong and win this one in dominating fashion potentially.
Definitely. I think, the Panthers coach is saying, hey, stick with our game plan. We're doing well. Keep up that team defense and the team mentality. The Poets, on the other hand, definitely need to shake things up. It'll be really interesting to see what their approach is. I think they're going to try to cut down those one-and-done chances and make more of a controlled breakout into the other half of the field. So speaking of, if anyone's going to know what's really going on down there, it's going to be Serafino Ketch on the sideline. Serafino, what is going on?
Thank you, guys. For the first quarter of this game, Chapman was actually playing pretty heavy defense, with Whittier making a couple breakaways but not really being able to place it in the back of the net. But in the second quarter, Chapman actually started to pick up the pace a little bit when Jenna Urabaso, a top scorer on the team, actually scored their first goal, and Pilar Van Houten, a freshman, scored her second goal, putting the Chapman Panthers in the lead. And I'm going to send it back up to the booth. Thank you.
Thank you, Serafino. What a great breakdown. I mean, I wish I could be down there where she is. That's got to be awesome right there on the field with this battle going on. Nico, I think it's time to look at some highlights. How about that?
Absolutely, and I'm very interested to see how this Panthers side has been doing so far. They've played a great game as they appear on screen here for us right now. This one being whipped in towards the back post with Emma Harper right there, trying to find Van Hoysten, who just outside, hitting the side netting of the goal. Great first chance for the Panthers, as that one, Urabaso getting that free kick in a dangerous area, smashing that one home, Kyle.
And that had to be feel. You could see the elation of the players right here. That's the first goal in over 2 games. You know that one was feeling good for everybody. Little work down low here. Here's that second goal as it settles right at the feet and pops it right in. What a laser into that top corner. Those always feel great.
Those are absolutely incredible. And Urabaso just missing her second of the game right there with a kick across the face of goal, as this one of the better chances for the Whittier Poets, but Brianna Zamora making a good save right there to save the day for the Panthers, as that one's going to be a free kick for the Whittier Poets. And that one, Jenna Urabaso getting her head on that one, missing her second of the day. However, we'll see if she's able to capitalize on some of these chances, as well as the rest of the Chapman Panthers offense, and see if they can come away with their win.
Definitely. We're going to take a break up here in the booth and send it to a little commercial for you. We're really glad you're here. Come back for the second half. It's going to be spicy.
It's the arrival. I came in the league, went straight for the title. No time to idle. I'm finna get it, put that on the Bible. This is survival. Gotta treat every move made like the final. One by a mile. Nobody believe it, they all in denial. Look at me, look at me. Still in the show, that's the crook in me. They want me gone with the hook in me. Asking why is he here like I shouldn't be. I've been on grind since Auto. 10,000 hours the motto. They see the bag is coming out, they flocking to me like I won the lotto. Dancing with the devil, there's no recital. I'm killing competition, ain't no revival. I shoot it to kill it, I'm aiming for vitals. I'm showing no mercy when facing my rivals. Snakes in the grass, they getting exposed. I know they be lurking, I'm watching them close. Acting like friends, but really they foes. Saw they be scheming and said adios.
Hello and welcome back to Ernie Chapman Stadium here at Wilson Field. Once again, I am Kyle Carr here with my partner, Nico Schwessler. How are you, my friend?
I'm doing great, especially after a Chapman 2-0 lead at the half. They've looked fantastic so far in this one, Kyle. It'll be interesting seeing if they can keep this up or if Whittier can mount a comeback in this one.
Definitely. It's going to be really exciting to see this second half. The Panthers up 2-0 after being scoreless the last two games out here on the field. So it's exciting to have them on the offensive column regardless, but these Poets not known to be let out of the net. I think they're going to be bringing it here.
Definitely, especially with the way that both the Traylor sisters, Layla Traylor didn't get much going. Madeline had a few shots on goal. However, definitely, they're going to be looking to fire back, get this team back in the game, and hopefully for the Poets, make this more of a competitive match, allowing them to take either a point or all three from the Panthers.
Definitely, and we know for the Panthers, Emma Harper is going to be their biggest headache as she's been a defensive powerhouse. We called her name a lot in the first half, so we'll see how she does here. And then we got Jenna Urabaza, who's just been on fire today for the Panthers offensively. I think they're going to be bringing a lot of heat in the second half. It's getting hot out here. And before we start out this second half, just want to remind you that we also have two more games coming up today. We have our men's soccer taking on the Poets and then our football team as well. Prime time, 7 o'clock. That's going to be a great matchup. It's a lot of football today here at Wilson Field. So excited to get this second half going, and I believe I hear them taking the pitch. There they are. And we have the Poets getting their last huddle as the Panthers are spreading out. All those subs in the new pinks taking the sideline.
And it looks like they're going to start out with a 3-back for Chapman. They started with 3 at the back to match Whittier's 3 in the back as well. However, as the half progressed, it looked like they moved more to a 4th back with Emma Harper dropping more into a left back position. We'll see if this is how they finish the game and if the Panthers can come away with this win after being up 2-0. What an impressive first half from them, Kyle.
Definitely. It was wonderful out here to be a Panther fan. Those Poets, though, not to be deterred, so we'll see how it goes as we are underway. Panthers already coming out hot with the ball. Nice cross into the middle, off of a defender, almost into the own net, but it goes wide.
And you could see Chapman's eye for goal is as wide as ever. 3 players running in on that cross alone. They're trying to finish this game off early, get some of their freshmen in, give them some more experience, and hopefully go the rest of the weekend knowing that they have come away with their first win since September 16th, Kyle.
That's
it would be a
long
massive
time.
one.
That's huge. Almost a month. Definitely good to come up with a W for the Panthers if they can hold out. And now we're going to have another throw deep in the offensive side. That's Andrea Aldama who took the throw, and the Panthers up with it loose and just on the near side, unfortunately out of bounds. That was a good ball. Put on net by Jenna Urbazo. Just wasn't quite to the left enough. The goal kick is out.
And that looks like a new goalkeeper actually for the Whittier Poets.
Yeah, we have a new keep in net. Mixing things up.
Emily Gopseth in for the Poets after Juarez let in those 2 goals in the first half. We'll see if that changes anything for the Poets at the back.
It wasn't to say Juarez was putting up an unfortunate game or anything. I think this might just be the coach's way of telling all ladies on the field, hey, we got to get it together. We're down 2-0. Let's shake things up. Kind of a message to the forwards more so than the actual goaltender herself.
Absolutely.
And we're going to have a goal kick for the Panthers. Whittier trying to get something going there. Booming kick up. Panthers settle. Trying to work that far line. Big booming kick out, but out of bounds. Poets with the throw in. Working around with the foot on it. Physical play as she tried to come around. But she seems to be okay as she hobbles away.
And that one's just an unfortunate one. You don't need that type of contact there as she's taking that shot. Now the Poets in a dangerous position, less than 5 minutes into this second half, with a chance to potentially put themselves back on the board, as it looks like Madeline Traylor is back in the game, just rested up those final few minutes after being subbed off with that injury. We'll see if her and the rest of her teammates are able to get this going for Whittier off this free kick, as the ball has to move back.
Oh, yeah, definitely can't be having that. Ref's on it. And that was Malia Miller that was trying to take that attempted strike on net. Poets chipped up. Free kick. Not really amounting to anything here unless they can get it now. And that's Miller coming back. She's a little upset after that contact. Big kick across. Tried to get a head on it. That was Traylor with trying to get their head on there. Another battle in the corners, and it's going to go out, and this is going to be a goal kick. See Traylor getting engaged again. Good to see her back out there after the injury.
And Whittier definitely coming out on the forefront. Miller with a nice move there on the 50-50 ball to break free with a nice cross into Traylor. But Chapman's defense continuing to hold strong like they did in that first half, as we're going to get a foul there in the middle of the park.
This has been a physical game throughout. Just a couple of dead balls, nothing leading to any car discipline, which is always good. Big kick in. On the line. Poets get there first. Popped up. Settled down by the Panthers again. Just high of the box. 2 Panthers are there. They communicate. They still got it. A little bit of a battle. And it's cleared out by the Poets to the far sideline, out for a Panther throw.
And Chapman really getting their numbers forward here. You have that back line with Harper, Aldama, And it looks like Barrett and then the rest of them, including the midfield, just getting up front. And that 7 players up front really playing an advantage for them on the attacking front, as it feels like Whittier can't cover them all.
Yeah, as now with the throw-in moving even lower, that's going to be 9 players down low. 1 up high and 1 waiting for the back. As Poets are breaking away, that's Trailer. She has a forward asking for the ball. There's her sister. Ooh. Layla still has it. Just went off her foot a little, but a good defensive play by the Panthers. Cleared out. That was number 21, Madeline Acker, who also left the game earlier for an injury. She's back at it, battling against the Trailer sisters, and comes up with a huge slide tackle to get that ball out.
And that was a great ball there by Madeline, feeding it into her sister into space. Just an unfortunate touch there for Layla that let her down and gave Acker the chance to come back, defend that well as the chance breaks down.
Now, corner kick almost just led to a head. There was some bodies there. It was good placement, but the Panthers, luckily, as a Panther fan, got their head there first. Trailer working through to her sister, the other Trailer, and we got offsides called. Trailer to Trailer.
Trailer to Trailer, and it's been Madeline Trailer that's been the facilitator for the Whittier offense all day long. As you can see there, her quick feet just moving along, getting the ball past defenders, just creating chances for her teammates. We'll see if she's able to get it onto the foot of either herself or one of her teammates to capitalize on one of these chances.
She has it now. She's battling, puts it down into the middle. Panthers get their foot on it. Just not quite enough. And keep your eye out on the Poets. You got it looks like number 14 sneaking down low, trying to get placement. As Layla battling here. Oh, popped up. Panthers still clear it. That could have been dangerous. And here come the Panthers with numbers. They're streaking through. Shot just wide. Got a little bit too much of it with the inside of her foot. That was Stella Bauman streaking down with Madeline Acker as well.
It looked like it was Van Houston who fed her in. And Bauman, great opportunity there, got around the defender well. Just unfortunately hit it a bit too much close to the heel. And with the angle, just unable to finish that one off. Would have been massive going up 3-0, allowing yourself that extra cushion for the Panthers.
And we do have a substitution for the Panthers as Acker goes out. And we've got Karjian, Sydney coming in, Sydney Karjian. And I've been noticing with these Poets, if they get a chance here, while the Trailer sisters are streaking down, watch number 14. I'm sorry, I'm going to butcher your name, but Shayla Sakakahanuani. That is quite the last name. But she has been trying to sneak below the D, just kind of staying right in onside as she got the touch there. So keep an eye out as the Panthers defense is focusing in on the Trailer sisters. Shayla might be the one to sneak in and get one. That's going to be a throw-in for the Panthers. Ball is in play. That's Aldrea Aldama taking those throws over there. into the corner. Ooh, off a foot. Who are they going to give it to? They're going for a goal kick. It's kind of a bouncing ball there. Could have been either way.
So far, I'd say the Panthers have done a pretty good job in this second half, limiting their fouls. They had 5 in that first half, only 1 so far. We'll see if they're able to clean that up and just be a bit more disciplined on the defensive end. If they do that, it looks really good right now for their chances of coming away with a win in this one.
Definitely. And we've got Karian just right in there. Chapman, goal! A little bobble there. Thought the keeper was going to have it.
It looked like she wanted that one for a cross, and it just comes off the foot right towards the goalie. I think it might have caught Gospeth off guard, and it just sneaks into the goal. But that's 3-0 there for the Panthers. And here we go, 3-0 with 34 minutes left in this second half. It's looking real nice for the Chapman Panthers right now. What a response after not winning a game for 4 straight. To come away with a 3-0 or more win would be massive for this team's morale and confidence going forward.
And that was Sydney Karian. She looked like you said, looked like it was going to be a cross coming in and maybe to Orbazo, and just snuck right in. I think it threw everyone off there. And they're again back into the attack.
It even seemed to catch some of her teammates off guard.
You could see the delayed Selly like, hold up, where do we, wait, that's in. Oh, it's Trailer trying to get a deep ball here as she gets there first and just over. That would have been good if it was football, but this is football. That does not count. Panthers with the goal kick. And this is you definitely got to keep an eye out on the discipline of the Poets. Being down 3-0, this is unfamiliar territory for these ladies. Harper. Back to Harper. Just controlling this field from the back end. Panthers trying to clear the halfway point. There's Karjian again. She's buzzing after that goal. Nice feed to Urbazo. She goes wide. Look for that cross. Battling. Trying to get that ball back. Trying to get possession. The Poets stay strong. But a big step up. Ooh, a little bit of a tanglement there. Andrea Aldama coming in physical, breaking up that play. Another throw in for the Poets. Or is this going to be a free kick? Free kick for the Poets. Taking that kick is Emma Tumbareo. Big butt in. Back and forth. She settles it. Braces for the contact, and it's going to be a Panther throw-in. With Pilar Van Housden down on front. And then we also have Stella Bauman working this sideline with Karjian. So it's definitely, these three are bringing the offense on this near side. And we're going to have another free kick for the Panthers, as I think a little bit of frustration coming from the Poet players.
Absolutely. And I mean, the front line for the Panthers has been all over this Whittier defense, especially Pilar Van Housden, just with those quick, nifty, agile moves, just getting past defenders with the ball. Just makes life so hard for a wing back or a center back to deal with, especially in those tight spaces.
And as Andrea Aldama getting lined up for the free kick, you'd see the Panthers lined up on that far side. Looks like they're going to try to do a cross and place type play. Ball's in. Oh, up settled by the Panthers. And a little bit of contact. Free kick for the Poets.
But it's very impressive. Just going back to how well the defense for the Panthers has played so far. 9 shots from the Poets, but only 2 on goal. Just speaks to how well they're putting them in difficult positions to get that shot on target. And Brianna Zamora relatively has had a pretty easy day at the office.
Definitely. She is hanging out, drinking some coffee, reading the news back there, having a great time. Heard she was watching Chapman news.
Great program.
You know, aren't they the best? Best live local news you can get in Orange County. The only live local news you can get in Orange County. As Panthers have it now. And we have our goal scorer, Kashian, with it. Or Korean, sorry.
That was another excellent cross. That one actually being a cross this time into the box. Just unfortunate for the Panthers not to get that last foot on that one. But they've been testing this Whittier defense all game, and so far they've come out on top. It's just been a really balanced game from both sides of the Panthers, getting the 3 goals as well as keeping the clean sheet so far.
This is definitely the Panther structure that we've grown to get used to the last couple of years, so it's good to see this type of play, especially here at home at Ernie Chapman Stadium on Wilson Field. It's a little toasty out there. Like, talk about having a hot start to this game, and they just haven't shut it down since. Whittier trying to get something started here. Trailer has it. That's Layla. Oh, some physical contact there. 50-50 ball. Van Heusen with Jenna. Streaking. They got numbers. 2-on-1.
Bauman in the middle.
Bauman. Oh, just too much by Jenna. That's all right. That's all right. Shake it off, right?
Shake it off like Taylor Swift, who's taking the nation by storm right now once more.
Definitely.
But that was a great move there from the Panthers. Van Heusen doing such a good job of shielding that ball away, finding the streaking Jenna Urabazo. Just a little too much on that one. If she places that a little bit better, it looks like Bauman might be scoring number 4 for the Panthers on that move.
That was Aldama stepping up there with the big ball. Fortunately, couldn't streak it through. Jenna into the corner all by herself. These Poets just seem defeated on the back end now. Settled into the middle. Smart by the Panthers, not trying to play too many dangerous balls that could lead to some fouls. So they're just content with this 3-goal lead, putting that pressure on, but playing solid, sound defense and disciplined play.
What a tackle there by Barrett, just spiking that one out of the air. And she picks up the free kick win for the Panthers.
That's honestly what we've been seeing all game, Nico. It's just defense from all players out there on the pitch. I don't think I've seen anyone give up a bad ball or give up a one-on-one chance. It's pretty much been dominant defense all day.
And I mean, when you go 4 games winless, scoreless even, you could see there is definitely a mission from these Chapman Panthers to be committed on the defensive end. You've not only seen it locked down from the defense of the Panthers, but also some of the attackers just coming back, helping to swarm the ball, win it back, gain possession. And as of right now, the Poets just have no answer for this Chapman press.
They are giving it their best shot as they're working that far side with Madeline Trailer over there. Actually, that was not Madeline. That was her sister way over there. They switched spots on me. That was Layla trying to feed Madeline in the middle, but the Panthers clear it out again, and it's going to be a Poet throw-in. So you see there a couple subs warming up for the Panthers, trying to get those fresh legs. This is one of the perfect opportunities to get some of those non-starters out there, some of the younger freshmen that are coming up. Give them some touches, give them some play time. This is the time to do it. Another throw-in for the Panthers as just kind of settling down, riding this 3-goal lead. About 15 minutes into this second half. Poets are going to try to work their backfield and build up. Open up some lanes. You see that, just a quick attacking defense by the Panthers. It's like she got swarmed. They come up with it, but Poets get it back.
See, that's the risk that you now take if you're the Poets. Some of these defenders getting up front, getting forward, but if that ball is won back by the Panthers, all of a sudden you're out of position and you leave the rest of your defense scrambling to try and cover the rest of the attackers that Chapman just has plethora of up front.
And that's Juliana Hodgson on the Poets, number 21. That's been trying to work the ball down this near side, but you got Andrea Aldama stepping up, and you got Sydney Karian just shutting her down. It's every aspect of the field has been dominated by the Panthers in this one. Looks like a little bit of player-on-player defense, not really working the zone, as you can see them following their one specific player. Panthers breaking it out after that kick, streaking down that far side. Nice ball in. Just work in the middle of the field. Look at wide open, spreading that ball around. Oh, a little move around to the outside. Still has it into the corner. Sydney Karian just working it right now. And we have a player down. Unfortunate, as the Panthers did have that great setup in the offense. Hope she's doing okay.
How good has Sydney Karian been in this game? Coming on as a sub, she's only played just under 30 minutes, as it looks like we'll take a water break here for both sides, as hopefully the Whittier player is doing all right. But Karian, 1 goal, 1 assist in the limited playing time that she's had this game, has been absolutely fantastic for the Panthers. It's what you want to see out of someone trying to earn their spot in that starting lineup on a consistent basis.
Yeah, just physical play out there. She's not afraid to step away from those 50-50 balls. She's getting in there, trying to get it deep down for the Panthers. And yes, she came in to replace, Madeline Acker, that went out, and that brought in Karian into this game, and it's just been nonstop for her since. Water getting poured out. Everyone having a little catch up. You see the coach not really chatting with the team. She's just kind of talking to some players here and there. I think she has complete faith in her squad right now and with the way that they're playing. Tightening some things up, I'm sure, but overall, you got to be impressed with your players today as a coach.
Absolutely, and we've been talking a lot about the attackers, but we have to give a shout out to that whole defense. Aldama, Harper, and Barrett. That 3-back has been rock solid for the Panthers all morning and now into the afternoon long. And they've just been fantastic, keeping that clean sheet I'm not even sure if Brianna Zamora realized that she had a game today because she basically hasn't had to do anything because of how good the Chapman defense has been. But shout out Brianna Zamora. She's made some great saves as well.
Oh, definitely. She's looking good on the back end, staying strong for these players. Those couple of shots on net could have gone in if it wasn't for her, but definitely love to see this D-core stepping up for the Panthers. And as a goalie, that's what you want to see. You want to see your defenders in front of you taking the body, taking those shots, getting in the lanes. So that's definitely a big team effort for today. And excited to see what the rest of these 23 minutes have for us. And ball is back in play. A little bit of a jump ball because it was in the corner. Oh, just fed away by the Poets. Stepping up. Look at that. Panthers, as soon as you think you beat one, there's another one waiting for you. Whittier spreads it across. And it's going to be a throw-in for the Poets. Ball is in play. And a little bit of volley back and forth. Someone trying to settle it down. And now it's another 50-50 ball.
That was Harper coming in with the slide tackle. They've just been pinpoint all day, Chapman, on some of those tackles. It's great to see that they're not fouling as much, especially on some of those more critical plays, as Whittier might have a chance here.
Oh, broken away. Is that Trailer? That is Trailer, and what a big foot by the goalie to get across and get on that. Just barely got the toe to protect that goal from going in by Trailer, and we've got a corner kick.
First big save of the game for Brianna Zamora, but what a big time. Trailer just sneaking through the rest of that defense as she gets it on her left foot, and then just a nice kick save there from Zamora. Chapman able to clear, as actually it's going to be a free kick now in a dangerous spot for the Poets. We'll see if they can get on the score sheet here as we approach nearly 20 minutes left in this one. Try and put some pressure on the Chapman defense.
Yeah, and after not having too many shots on goal, to see Zamora make that cross-back save where the motion of play was going to the left, but then Madeline kicked it to the right, and for her to catch that and read that and get that back foot on to save it, that's what you like to see from your goalie.
Absolutely.
Getting things settled down here. Waiting on the official whistle. He is not messing around with that wall today. Ball is in play. Just past the wall on the left side of him. And it's cleared up by Panthers to the 40. Ball's back in play by the Poets. Up in the air. In the box. It could be dangerous. Off ahead and high. Nothing coming through. And that was number 14 of the Poets getting her head on there. That was Shayla Sakahawanane.
Going to get a triple substitution here for the Panthers. The Poets putting on some pressure, but ultimately to no avail for them as this Chapman defense continues to hold onto this clean sheet, Kyle.
It's been just a defensive clinic as the Poets breaking through. Trailer putting a little move on. But again, Panthers get there, put the body on the ball, and they save another offensive potential for the Poets. Another corner, though. Just keep an eye out down low. You got Trailer right there in the middle. Ball's in play. Just above head length. Into the middle. Off a couple bodies. It's still contested. Slowly working up to the 30 as Panthers come out, and they've got numbers if they can hurry. Taking their time, getting set up. Nice through ball to, oh, Jenna just almost got there, but a little physical play from the Poets knocks her off the ball. Urabazo so close with the breakaway.
Great run through there by Urabazo. Just got a little shaken up. Definitely got to be a little bit tired. She's played every minute of this game. Has been fantastic in all of them. And got to give credit to the officiating crew as well. We wondered early in this game how they would be officiating this game. However, they've been very consistent so far, and got to give it to them, especially on SkyX officials a week. So,
hey, gotta love that. Good game, good effort from everyone on the field, whether you're a player or official. It is officials week too, I believe.
Yeah.
The celebration. We do love our officials, no matter what sport it is. Talk about having to have thick skin being an official. Trailer
I used
with
to be a soccer referee, so I can definitely attest to that.
My apologies. That had to be. How's your mental health doing?
You know, it's been great. It's been great since seeing Chapman pick up what hopefully will be a nice 3-0 win here at home.
Definitely good to see that. Makes you feel good. Definitely erases those officiating days out of your mind when you got something as epic as this after being down scoreless for the last two and now coming out 3-0. Talk about a turnaround in play for this squad. Bigfoot.
And despite being up 3-0, you just continue to see the Chapman press just be unrelenting on these Whittier defenders. It's great to see that commitment from your attackers, just willing to put their all in for the team. As the Chapman defense with Quinn Barrett getting a foot in there, just stifling anything that the Poets want to get going forward.
Just there, you saw number 12 step in front of the ball. That's Jana Komposh. Stepping up, wasn't even near, but she still got in the way, and that knocked the ball out of towards the corner, disrupting the play. So these Panthers not afraid to get in the lane or in front of the ball, no matter what. Corner kick coming to the Poets. Centered, up high. Hops over a couple players, and the Poets get a foot on it, but just wide.
Lawrence Hobart and Alyssa Hernandez checking for the Panthers.
Kick is up. Poets get to it first. And again, Panthers coming in physical from behind. Getting the angle on the ball. Clears it up. Stepping in. Trailer coming. Trying to get something going. Ooh, a little shake and shimmer there. My goodness.
And Chapman might have numbers going forward here as Van Heusen just gets bumped off that one. But working a fight for that one back.
That was Malia Miller with the moves from Whittier. She also got that shot that almost went on net after the corner. But here come the Panthers, shutting it down again. Nice through ball, just towards the middle. Couldn't get that second foot on. But here they come, picking it up again after the Poet clear. Into the middle, right onto a Poet foot though. That's Andrea Aldama moving it over. Into the middle here. Battle. Poets come up with it and clear. Poets away. Trailer with it. Pops it up. Offsides is going to be called.
Despite the offside, just what a run from Trailer there. You can tell she's just giving it her all. Definitely got to be frustrated about not getting on the score sheet after scoring 7 goals this season. However, she's just been a playmaker for her teammates. They've just been unfortunate to not capitalize on any of them.
That was Elizabeth Roybal that was streaking up for the Poets, unfortunately, just offsides as Trailer's trying to get it over to her now. But the Panthers, again, come up with the ball, and they are content just working the outside perimeter, keeping the ball away from these Poets as the clock is winding down. Time, the enemy of the Poets at this point. It's going to be a throw for the Panthers. Some substitutions for this Panther squad. Just keeping those legs fresh.
Panthers, Casey Gilligan and MJ Smith check into the game.
MJ Smith back in. And Casey Gilligan. Poets with it, throwing it in. Panthers pop it up. And it's in the middle of the field, just about the 20-yard line. They lose control. Poets coming, but sprinting. Panther trying to get back. That was Helani Schenk with the sprint, just churning those legs. Back in, Emma Harper going to it. Works it back to her goalie. Zamora getting some touches. Got to get him some way, right?
Anyway.
Keep her engaged. In the middle, Poets working around. Speaking of keeping engaged, as we said before, today, if you've got, we have your whole day planned out for you. We've got the men's soccer team playing after this one at 1:30, and then at 7 o'clock, we're going to have our football team on the Wilson Field. That's going to be a big one. They're looking to get a win themselves.
Absolutely. All three of these Chapman teams definitely looking to get back into the win column. It looks like the women's team will start off strong as the men's try to continue to build on last season where they went undefeated, as that's going to be a hard foul as Trailer goes down. But the men's team definitely looking to build on their championship win in Skyac last season. The football team absolutely looking for their first win, an 0-3 start. They probably would have been 1-0 if their game at Pacific didn't get suspended. However, 0-3, including 2 home losses. We'll see if they're able to get a win tonight against the #1 team in Skyac, CMS.
Ooh, that should be a good one. Make sure you tune in all day here at CSBN. And a big save there for Zamora. We saw earlier Helani Schenk bitten talked to by the ref after committing that foul against Trailer. Just telling her, hey, we know you got the energy, just, keep it down. She's trying to make a name for her out here as she's subbed in. And the Poets working the backfield. That was Hodgson with it. Now she's got it back. Little shake. Oh, she's trying to burn through everybody out there, but gets shut down by Aldama. And Aldama's just going to clear it up. Good, smart play. That is one thing about soccer with the running clock. You can take advantage of putting it out of bounds anytime you need to. And we're going to have a whistle. One of our Chapman players going to swap out here. Alyssa Hernandez. Looked like she had a little ankle issue going on, so she just wants to be safe and get off the field.
Definitely a luxury of being up 3-0. You can make those types of subs, give your players the rest they need, get ready for this next game that they have coming up very soon on Wednesday here at home against Caltech at 4 p.m. on Wilson Field.
You know these ladies are going to like to take this winning mentality into the next one. Got to, rub the grass a little, get some of that good luck from today, and carry it on to Wednesday. Looks like we're going to have another foul here. No bookings yet. No bookings yet as far as yellow cards. Oh, actually, we did just get our first yellow card of the game. That's going to be handed out to Andrea Aldama. So you could say we almost came out of this one unscathed as a Panther fan, but unfortunately a yellow card.
And it looks like Madeline Traylor will be coming out of this one. She's definitely played a great game in terms of creating. Definitely Chapman has been pretty physical with her, especially in this second half, not really letting her get anything going for herself. But you got to give props to her, especially as a freshman. Not the game she per se would have wanted, but in terms of her performance, still looked very solid.
Definitely. I don't think she can really leave this one with her head held low. Definitely held it high because she put on quite the clinic for herself. Just couldn't quite capitalize on the chances that were given to the team, and nothing to say against her game. Hodgson trying to work in now for the Poets. But the Panthers step up, shut that down, and now they're going to try to break away themselves. They've got numbers. Rabazo with it. Working the corner. Putting some moves on. Into the middle. Ooh, just a little too much on it. It's a goal. It's good if it was football again. But like I said before, we don't count.
They've already got 3 points, so that one won't count for Chapman.
Won't put us at 6. Oh, man.
Maybe we'll see that later with Ken Byrell still trying to break the school record for most field goals made in a Chapman career. 2 off.
Ooh.
We'll see if he can get it tonight.
That'll be that. We'll have to see. Does that count for extra points or just field goals?
Just field goals.
Okay.
He's by far the best extra point kicker in Chapman history already.
Yeah. That's good. We don't want, it's hard because football, you would love to see a touchdown over a field goal, but you want to see that record as well.
Absolutely.
And there's our yellow card recipient throwing it in. Andrea Aldama. Big throw as it goes into the corner. The Poets, again, their only option is to clear it out. Casey Gilligan's going to take this throw for the Panthers.
For the Panthers, Nikki Namdar checks in. And for the
Keep
Poets,
an eye out on Urbazo there. She's all alone. Oh, just a little too much heat. And the Panthers again swarming to shut down the play. We're going to have a whistle. Free kick for the Panthers.
And if you're a Panther fan, you just have to continue to love the energy that they're giving. 3-0 up, and yet still with 5.5 minutes remaining, continuing to swarm, not letting the Whittier Poets get anything going, even in their defensive half, as this one sent in by Emma Harper just over the bar.
That would have been a cap on Emma's night if she could have snuck that one in. Or morning. My goodness, it seems like we've been here for all day, but it's a good battle.
Melania Matanovich checks in for the Panthers.
I was getting so excited about talking about our football game tonight. I thought it was nighttime already. As the Poets almost had a little breakaway there, but another foul, and it's going to be a free kick for the Panthers. Aldama's going to take it. Ball's in play, into the middle. Poets get there first. Couple volleys back and a chip up and another field goal, but not a goal.
Right to the Chapman men's soccer team, who continues to warm up as they prepare for Whittier themselves right after this. So stay tuned in to CSBN on any platform that you stream, on the Skyac Network, YouTube, we're everywhere, as Gilligan able to get past.
Into the corner, up in the middle, another head, but not quite there. Ooh, that's dangerous. One of the girls going for a head, the other one going for a knee. Still in the box, still clustered, and it's out by the Panther foot. It's going to be a goal kick.
Sheila Sirkakanane checks in for the Poets.
Waiting for the play to be in, and here we are. Panthers capitalize on that one. Just look for a lot of giveaway play now as the time is winding down. Some physicals. They're going to give that to the Panthers. Aldama with the throw. She's going to take her time. A little gamemanship there. As they do have a 3-0 lead with 2:39 left. Panthers have it in the corner. Urbazo. She's got a foot. We've seen her use it today, so let's see what happens. And they're just going to kill some clock here. Another throw for the Panthers. As we're winding down here for this one, a big kick in the end, and it's going to be settled at the line. That almost looked like it was going in. As I say, as we wind down here, just make sure you go check out all of our social media, CSBN Live. We're everywhere you are, so check it out. Give us a like, give us a follow for the best college sports programming out there. CSBN, we've got you covered. We don't have the big networks here, Nico. We've got Chapman students running this entire show for you at home. It's exciting to work with all of these bright minds and this young talent that we have here, and to get to watch these ladies dominate with a 3-0 lead as Urbazo works it in the corner, into the middle, just too much on it, and it pops over the net. What a chance that was.
And we got a Whittier player down. It looks like that's Shayla, number 14. Hopefully she's okay as she gets stretched out by a teammate. Might be a hamstring there.
Yeah, maybe with this heat, possibly a cramp. We hope she is okay. And they're going to freeze the clock here at 1:14 left. I believe it's safe to say that the Panthers will come away with a victory here. Just waiting on that final score for you.
Absolutely, and as we finish with 1:14 left, the men's soccer game, as we mentioned, also against Whittier, coming up right after this, so do not leave your couches or wherever you may be watching CSBN, as we have another great matchup slated for you. The reigning SCIAC champions looking to defend their home turf against Whittier, coming up very shortly. And Urabazo gonna just do some time wasting at the corner.
Letting the clock tick away.
As we approach the final 30 seconds of this match. Chapman continuing to apply the pressure. Is Gilligan gonna give chase until the final whistle,
10,
as we're gonna go 10
9, 8,
final
7,
seconds here.
6,
The Chapman
5,
Panthers gonna come
4,
out 3-0 on top
2,
in this one at
1,
Wilson Field.
0.
That's gotta feel great for this
Definitely.
women's soccer team, Kyle.
Just after the streak that they were on, not such a good one, coming out here to get not just one, not just two, but 3 and the shutout, that is definitely something that they are going to be excited about. As we see the last little bit of the field wrap up, that was, again, a 3-0 score. Our goal scorers, we had Urabazo out there, and then we had Karjian getting a foot on there as well, and the third goal scorer of the game.
I believe that would be Pilar Van Houston, who had a fantastic game, who I believe will also be our MVP. As they're shaking hands, Serafina Okech looking to get an interview with our MVP of the game, number 26, Pilar Van Houston.
It was a great effort to see Pilar Van Houston out there. These ladies are celebrating this victory, so we're going to try to get her there. It's a little bit of a mix-up, you know. It's chaos when you win. You got to love it. Got to love the energy. And we are ready to send it down to our wonderful sideline reporter, Serafina Okech.
I'm Seraphine, and I'm here with Pilar, who's our MVP for the CSBN game. How does it feel being partly responsible for winning this game as just a freshman?
It feels great. I mean, we've had a tough couple of last games, and we had to go in hard to this one, and that's what we did, so it feels really good.
And how has your teamwork improved since first getting into the losing streak, and how has it manifested into the game this morning?
I think we just knew that we had to come in strong, show how hard we can work together, and we got goals away, and it worked in our favor, so it was good.
And how do you think your team's performance was this morning compared to your expectations?
We definitely have high expectations, especially going into this season. We dropped a few games, but we know we can still get back in it and hopefully climb up the rankings, and that's what this game did for us. It was a good turnaround.
Well, great job. That was an awesome game to watch, and your goal was incredible. Yeah, I'll send it back up to the booth. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Serafina. That was a wonderful recap. Glad to have our MVP here on the broadcast. That's it for us here in the booth for now. Coming up next, we have Alejandro Flores and Sadie Kraut bringing you the men's game right in your living room. Tune in. I'm Kyle Carr with my partner, Nico Schweckler. We're so excited for you that you joined us today. We'll be missing you. Look forward to that 1:30 game. Thank you.